Assalamu alaikum, my name is Muhammad Andalusi. I am the founder of Andalus Institute.com, an online Arabic learning institution. We work absolutely remotely, all online, and it allows me to pay on average to myself on a monthly basis $25,000. In the past 6 years, we have generated more than $3 million. The reason why a lot of teachers of the Arabic language, they cannot make their main source of income, their main way of making a living, is because, the big picture is that they don't understand business. They don't know how to sell, they don't know how to market. And within the umbrella of understanding business and understanding how to market and understanding how to sell comes a very specific topic, which is how to price your services, right? Now, there are different types of services that you can provide as an Arabic teacher. And again, I want to make very clear that you don't have to be the best Arabic teacher. You don't have to have the most knowledge out there to help someone learn the Arabic language. You don't even have to know the Arabic language if you really think about it technically. Like, you can run a whole institute. I was going to say a whole Andalus institute, but you can run a whole Arabic institute without having the knowledge of the Arabic language. And third, your skill in the Arabic language, your knowledge in the Arabic language, your method of teaching is not going to be absolutely crucial either. In terms of making a living, that skill will definitely help because you know how to make your teaching methods, your program, your curriculum, if you're developing a curriculum and so on, better. It's not necessarily going to help you make more money, if that makes sense, and to speak to you as straightforward as possible, because here my intention is to generally help students of knowledge to make of their skills that they have gained, meaning the knowledge you have gained, the Arabic language in this case, make a living with it, right? So I'm going to talk with that in mind. Now, when it comes to institutions, they find it very hard to make money in this case and to be profitable in terms of monetarily when teaching the Arabic language because they don't know how to price their services. Now, when it comes to knowing how to price your services, first you need to understand the product. They have something known in the world of business, which is churn rate, right? Which basically means how long does a person on average stays with you. And when it comes to learning anything online, on average, the retention rate is low. But when it comes to the Arabic language, because it's, first of all, a service that you provide and that doesn't necessarily have a very hard pain to fix, right? The best businesses are the businesses that the biggest problems for the people that has the most amount of money, right? So if you want to really be fat, dirty, rich, you go ahead and fix problems for very rich people, because for them, paying $50,000, paying $100,000, if you are fixing a $1 million problem that they have, then $100,000 is nothing, right? For example, if you go and let's say you clean pools for high-end individuals in mansions, because a pool in a mansion is different, for example, right? The point is, the bigger the pain in business, the bigger the problem you're fixing, the more money you're going to make. So if you fix rich people's problems, you're going to make more money. Now, when it comes to the Arabic language, if we talk in business, the problem is not great, right? So fixing the problem that people have is very spiritual, and it's very volatile, and it fluctuates many times because it's related to the iman. Wal iman yanqusu wa yazid, as you guys know. And so people usually want to learn the Arabic language once their iman is high. And what's going to happen is that while they're learning, that's going to go down, and once the iman they go down, they don't want to learn much as they wanted in the beginning. And so what happens is that the retention rate for students of knowledge, for students of the Arabic language, is lower. And you can see these very simply. If you start a lesson on a masjid, the first day you're going to have 30 people, second day you're going to have 20 people, third day you're going to have 10 people, until you're actually teaching one person, and perhaps not even that person stays. As sad as it sounds, you as an Arabic teacher, you need to understand this. In the beginning, I used to get very frustrated, and I used to blame myself. Why is students dropping out? Is it my program? Is it my way of teaching? What are they not happy about? But then I came to realize that it's just the nature of business. And that is why gyms work. Now, gyms work because if everybody who has a gym subscription would come every single day, then that gym would be overcrowded because there's maybe 1,000 subscribers to that gym, but only a small percentage of that people comes in the hours of the day. And that's what allows the gym to continue to grow in subscribers and still have the same amount, like it doesn't get crowded. So people can come and they can use the gym comfortably. So the same thing when you have an Arabic institute, a lot of people will stop learning, right? So many times you might think of, okay, how much can I charge? I need 5 teachers. Each teacher can take care of 30 students. Each student is going to take this amount of time of the teachers and I have to pay them these hours. But it doesn't really work like that, because out of those 30 teachers that a teacher has, for example, maybe only 5 are motivated, and the rest of the 25 students, they very unreliable in terms of their willingness to learn the Arabic language. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't show. Maybe they pause for 2 months and they come back. Before you price your Arabic service, how it actually works. The person will start the program because they motivated. On average, from what I have seen in the data, on average 5 months, at least that's what Andalus Institute is. On average, after 5 months, the person drops out. And maybe they show up a year later, a year and a half later, whatever it might be. But after 5 months, on average, that's the retention rate. Now, when you know that, in businessmen in this case, you need to know, okay, based on these how I'm going to charge my services, and these how the marketing and sales will work for that service. Now, at Andalus Institute, we have tried $99 a month. We have tried $1,000 one-time payment forever. We have tried $1,000 yearly renewal. We have tried $1,971 yearly renewal. We have tried $2,997 yearly renewal, and we have tried $3,997 yearly renewal. All of them sold, and all of them there was at least one purchaser, right? For the $3,997, we had 2 sales. The price was up for not too long. I think it was like 2 weeks. For the rest of the prices, we have had multiple tens of, if not hundreds of sales. So the point is, people are willing to pay to learn the Arabic language. And, we as Arabic teachers, we can never overcrowd this, because this is so as much as we said that, for a business to work, you need to be fixing a pain. Maybe Arabic is not a pain, like, for example, you want to lose weight, or your tooth is painful. This is why dentists, they make that much money. Because if your tooth is painful, you're going to pay whatever to remove that pain. Yes, just remove my tooth. I will pay the 2,000. Just remove my tooth, right? With Arabic, it's not like that. You're not gonna necessarily die of pain if you don't learn the Arabic language. But spiritually, you really want to become closer to Allah. But it takes a certain type of person, and in a bad way. And that minority is the ones that want to learn the Arabic language. So the market is not crazy big, but at the same time, by default, it's not seasonal either, because Muslims will always want to learn the Arabic language. It's not something that you need to convince a Muslim that you have to do. At least the average Muslim, if you ask him, he would love to know the Arabic language, right? And when you know that, that's when you need to think how to price your services. Again, all these prices that I mentioned to you, from $99 a month all the way to $4,000 a year, one-time payment, all of these work, but it will take a different type of effort and a different type of marketing. When you start, though, there is a certain way on how you need to go about. When you start, if you want to be profitable and you want to make your Arabic skills your way of how to earn a living, it needs to be with at least $1,000 or $500 one-time payment. And I made a mistake in the first 3 years, which I was given lifetime access, and now I'm still dealing with that pain, complying with the contract that I had with those students in the beginning, because I told them lifetime access. But you should do yearly access, and the price should be from at least $500 one-time payment, as in yearly fee. And then they join the service and they use it as much as you give them, right? They attend however many lessons you give them, and they watch however many lessons they have to watch. And then at the top of the year, they renew that. Reason being is because you need to use the nature of their commitment. And the nature of their commitment is that they are going to stay on average 5 months, 4 to 5 months, right? In the beginning, perhaps if your program is not that good yet and you don't have that many reviews, that many students, maybe they're going to stay for 3 months. And you have to account for that. You have to account for the fact that this student will leave me in 3 months. So if I do monthly payments, second month, because the pain of wanting to learn the Arabic language is not necessarily a like tooth pain, it's a spiritual pain. But it's very easy to compare between me paying and do I really want to learn the Arabic language? If the bill at the end of the month gets to the person in a low state of iman, he's gonna say, man, I'm not gonna pay for this anymore. And he's gonna drop out. However, if you make them commit, you make them commit to learn the Arabic language in the beginning. If they are really committed to learn the Arabic language, they will pay upfront. And now you don't have to bet for them and that they are going to pay every month. You say you want to learn the Arabic language, right? Okay, so pay upfront $500 or $1,000, whatever it might be, based on the value that you are going to give them. That's the reason why a lot of teachers, they are not able to make a living from teaching the Arabic language is because of their price. And I will tell you a story which is related to a brother that I was very inspired by, and he was a big cause on why I started practicing. This brother, his name is Ismail rahimahullah. He passed away from cancer. A lot of you guys have seen his face. It absolutely broke me in tears, literally, when he passed away, because again, a lot of people don't know that I started practicing and he was a big cause. The first time I saw students of knowledge, it was him and another brother from Brixton, Abdul Hakim. Allah yahfadhu and rahimallah, our brother Ismail. The point is, Ismail, he had Maysoor Arabic for a long time. He was like from the pioneers of teaching Arabic online. And when I met him, after starting Andalus Institute, he had told me that the maximum amount of money that he had made in a month, it was $7,000. And so we had a conversation. I went to his house. I went to visit him because he was starting to get sick because of his cancer and so on. His wife, may Allah preserve her, made us some delicious Jamaican wings, which I still remember. And so overall, it was a conversation that we had. It wasn't any like mentorship, organized mentorship. It was just a conversation we had. And the conversation was about the price and how you are not going to be able to earn more because of how much you price in. And so we had a conversation. I let him know, I direct him towards a few things, point him out towards a few things. And then he messaged me and he told me that he had made that month $21,000, and it was the most he had ever. Now, first he messaged me when he first made $10,000, and he was grateful and so on. And then he messaged me again. He'd say he made $21,000. And so that's literally how it was for me as well. In 2018-19, I went to Mauritania, and at that time I was charging $75 a month. And from one month to another, I started charging $1,000 a year, or $1,000 lifetime access. And I don't advise to do lifetime access anymore, but that's what I did at that time. And so I went from making I was making 300 to making more than 10,000 a month. And since then, it never went down. And it was all because of the pricing. It wasn't skill. It wasn't because the program got better. It was the pricing. And so pricing is going to be a big denominator and a big factor on you being able to make this a way of living, or literally you working like crazy hours and you're not even getting paid for the value that you're providing, which is teaching the Arabic language and getting people closer to Allah Azza wa Jal through teaching the Arabic language. So this is why a lot of teachers and institutions, they find it very hard to be profitable while teaching the Arabic language because of the pricing. And again, pricing takes a lot of testing, and the amount that you can charge will be directly related to the amount of value that you are providing. So your product needs to be good. What you are offering, how many lessons, how your curriculum, that's a whole different discussion. And this is why I would like you to invite you guys, if you are interested in teaching the Arabic language, I am preparing to launch a community. It's going to be called madrasa.online. We have been developing the community for long months now. And yeah, the wait list is going to be in the description and the first pinned comment of this video. I highly encourage you to go ahead and be part of the wait list. as soon as the community is ready, which is going to be very soon, I will invite you guys to be part of my community of Arabic teachers who want to make teaching the Arabic language a way of living for themselves, just like I did for myself, which I will be forever grateful to Allah Azza wa Jal for having me guided to this, because this was something which I was wondering about these past few days. Like, there's different type of people. There's people who learn the Arabic language and they say, oh, I know how to teach, I know Arabic, not even how to teach Arabic, but I know Arabic, might as well just get a job in teaching Arabic. It's a big difference between that person and the person like me, like us, which hopefully I'm talking to you and you the same. I so much love this, seeking knowledge, teaching the Arabic language itself. I cannot see myself doing anything other than this. I have to earn a living doing this because this is what I love. And I couldn't see myself working in a supermarket, delivering food as I was, and then coming to teach the Arabic language. It would have drained, and I've tried it, and it was draining my energy. Very excited to launch Madrasa Online, and this is why I started this YouTube channel, is to attract Arabic teachers who want to earn a living teaching the Arabic language. I am so excited to build this platform for all of us, and yeah, go ahead and join the waitlist. Let me know in the comments as well, what questions do you have and what things you want me to talk about and explain about how to online. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum.